During the 2016 to 17 school year, Lincoln County introduced a new remedial strategy for our students. This new remediation is Red Zone. What is Red Zone?
Red Zone is a collaborative effort between teachers and students. Red Zone is a remedial learning tool our school utilizes to help students grow and get better test scores. So I know what you're thinking. What is Red Zone and why do we use it here at Lincoln County?
So the point of Red Zone is to give students time to focus on their weak areas that were taken on a CERT test, and it gives them a chance to grow in those areas.
So the CERT test that you just mentioned, what exactly is that?
The CERT test is a pre-ACT test that gives students an idea on how they will do on the ACT in the future.
So how do we know that Red Zone is working in our schools though?
Well, current administrators have taken the data from the CERT test before Red Zone and CERT test after Red Zone. And just in the fall semester of this year, our freshman group has increased their scores in reading and math well over 24% just from the Red Zone classes.
So what happens when these students meet benchmark and it's time to go to Red Zone?
The kids will either go to an incentive or they'll go to an English or math red zone.
If you make benchmark on the CERT, you will go to an incentive Red Zone. Don't get the wrong idea though. It's not all fun and games as we still get work done. Instead of getting help in subjects, we have guest speakers come in and teach us about our future in college and then on in the real world.
There are 3 red zones: math, English, and incentive. I'm in a math red zone. We are students who maybe made benchmark in other classes, just not math. We work on problems that will be on the ACT test. We work on thinking of math in a logical way and not just going through the motions, but asking ourselves why we're doing what we do.
We were able to meet up with one of the Red Zone teachers, Miss Kristen Story, and we asked her about her lesson plans for Red Zone and how it helped the students improve. So first off, just tell us what Red Zone group you're teaching.
Okay, I recently had a Red Zone group that was primarily for the reading, and my group of students were a band of students who scored just below the reading benchmark. So if benchmark for them as freshmen on the ACT is 20, then these students on their CERT scored an 18 or 19.
Awesome. Now can you give us a little summary of the lesson you had planned for them to help improve their scores?
Well, the first thing that we did is we looked at their scores intently. I made a data sheet and they looked at all of their CERT scores and their results, what questions they got right, what questions they missed, how long they spent on a question. We also talked about the different types of passages that there were on the CERT and therefore the ACT, and which ones they scored better in or did weaker in. And we also use some of the CERT resources for showing like hints to take the tests that are reading tests. Like instead of reading the whole passage and then going to the questions, maybe reading just a part of the passage and answering just the first question or so. And so we practiced different strategies after we realized where those weaknesses were specifically for each student.
Excellent. Now I understand you have a goal sheet with you. Can you kind of explain that and how the students
Yes, this
benefited
is the
off of that?
goal sheet that I created. So each student went through their CERT data and marked what they had received, not just in English and reading, but in math and science as well, just to have that overall awareness. And so we also looked, this is some of the data that CERT offers. A lot of students don't even know what's available to them once they take the CERT test. So it was a big awareness for that. They can mark which questions they missed that were easy, medium, and hard, how long it took them.
In conclusion, Red Zone is giving us immediate results. We're becoming better test takers day in and day out. And we as Lincoln students feel that a future with Red Zone is a promising future.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the away.